Hello traveller, today we're asking, should you choose Peak Design for your next trip? Peak Design have launched some of their classic products in some cool new colours, so we thought it was a good opportunity to take a look at their offering and see if they really can help you travel smarter. We've got the wash pouch, the travel backpack, the packing cube, the field pouch, the packable tote, and the everyday backpack, 20 litres. So, let's have a look. Peak Design have become very popular in their last decade and a half. They were founded in San Francisco in 2010 by Peter Daring, who launched the company via Kickstarter, and they've stayed independent ever since. Their guiding philosophy has been make the best things, not just good things, succeed at the expense of no one, offset environmental impact. They use their voice for positive change. They're all about happiness and growth, lifetime repairs, recycled materials. That ethos has resonated with carry enthusiasts and travellers alike who are interested in sustainability and durability. Okay, let's start small with the wash pouch. This colour is Eclipse, which to my eyes is sort of like a burgundy with undertones of brown or red. It's made with a water-resistant, weatherproof recycled nylon, which is an amazing material. It feels really good. You get number 8 zips, and that opens up inside to lots of pouches, lots of places to separate wet and dry things, keep things nice and organized, keep things clean, and some high visibility too on the inside, which I think is really, really nice. You also get a grab handle for carrying it around and a cool little color matched metallic hook for hooking it up in the bathroom. There's an external access pocket here. Again, another place to keep something separate, maybe your razor or your toothbrush. So it's a cool little number. Now, a wash pouch, a dop kit, or a toiletry bag is an essential part of anyone's travel setup. The organization, the material choice, and the size makes this a great option. This is a great little organizer to have inside of a larger bag, or you can clip it to the outside of a bag. It's got a ton of little lash points for strapping to a belt. In fact, it even comes with its own little strap, so you can hook it on here and you can turn it into sort of like a purse or a sling or what have you. But if not, hooks into your bag, no problems. Great for cords, chargers, all that sort of stuff. I've got my UV phone sanitizer in here, which I like to keep on hand, just in case, you never know. But I have actually used one of these field pouches as a camera bag for a little XT30 for a Fuji camera. So that worked really well. But passports, wallets, little travel caddy, great option. And this is in the new Coyote X-Pack fabric and color. Very versatile pouch. Inside there's a little bit of organization with a few little pouches and some zipping spaces. And then there is some sort of padding on the outside too. There's like a firmer material, and that's going to give you some extra protection. So very handy little pouch, great for traveling, great for anything really, and quite fetching in this color too. And closes with Velcro, and you can sort of adjust how much clothes you want. So if you do have a bigger, bulkier item in there, it's going to fit. As I said, it's a versatile little number. This is the medium, and it's an ultralight 70D nylon poly blend with tearaway number 8 zips. Beautiful. And a secondary compartment, sort of divider, and then it also expands or compresses. And that's the great thing about packing cubes, that not only do they help you organize your clothes or your toiletries or your tech or whatever you want to put into them, but they also compress them down. So great for saving space and staying organized while you're traveling. So this goes from 8 to 18 litres, which is an amazing amount of capacity. This new color looks great. It is called Ibis, and it's sort of like a tangerine orange, I'm gonna say. We're big fans of packing cubes here at Rushfaster, and these Peak Design packing cubes have been in the market for a long time, and they have become a fan favorite. So really cool product, great to see it in some more colors. You also get a handle there for hanging it up, which you might wanna do. There's the extra compartment there, which you can put your wet clothes or your dirty socks in. And then if you want to give yourself a little bit more space, you just unzip around the edges there and up you pop. 18 litres, baby. This is the Travel Backpack 45 litre in Ocean. Now this has been designed with both cabin and check-in flexibility, but it is quite large, so check with your airline before you fly. You don't want to get caught out. But if you did get caught out and you did have to check it, the cool trick about this one, straight off the bat, apart from the sternum strap, is that these straps are stowable, so you can pop them away, tuck them up in there. They're not going to get damaged in the overhead compartment. Luggage pass-through, so definitely a must if you're traveling. Lots of great grab handles around the place. Hip strap if you need some extra support, because you can pack this out to be quite heavy. It's 45 litres. Little lash points around the place to secure extra accessories. Loads of access points. Inside you've got lots of organisation, and this is where you start to see Peak Design's ecosystem come into its own, because in this bag, as you're about to see, all of those other Peak Design accessories fit really well. So some pocketing here, see-through for all of your stuff. But going into the main compartment, we see there's a big old space. And this is where you'll see Peak Design's ecosystem really come into its own. I'm gonna throw in my packing cube, my wash pouch, and then my field pouch. And you can see how well it's all sitting in there. And doesn't it look great with these new colors? This will hold up to a 16-inch laptop. It's got weatherproof, 100% recycled 400D nylon versus shell on the external fabric, which is DWR impregnated and double poly-coated for water resistance. So very sturdy, you can feel it in the material. The hardware is all anodized aluminium with some glass reinforced nylon. And the zips are ultra zips with abrasion resistant UHMPE thread and Hyperlon pulls. Now before I move on from the travel backpack, here's another example of the ocean color. This is the Peak Design Packable Tote, and this is a fold-out tote that you can throw into your kit. When you get to your hotel, you pull it out, it's got its own little pouch, unfurl it, and then you have a handy little day bag for shopping, going to the beach, just walking around, seeing the sights. And this is one of the smallest packable bags that I've seen, and it's so light but still so tough and just great to stow away in your luggage, takes up no space. Again, these colors work together so well, and off you go. Now, another trick with this 45-litre backpack, and I don't know if this is officially what Peak Design want to do with it, but recently they sent us a new camera cube. So if you did want to, you could turn this into a camera bag. Let me show you how. So it's emptied out, you get your camera cube from Peak Design, you drop it in, it fits, and then you can put all your camera equipment in, and you got yourself a pretty decent sized camera bag. And then that can zip up, and away you go. So this color is kelp, and this is their everyday carry backpack. And I have to say, when I saw this color for the first time, it did kind of take my breath away. It's really nicely done. And all the little accenting colors and the hardware, it's great, I love it. So the everyday backpack has a very clean looking interior. It's got a laptop sleeve and lovely feeling material and lovely looking material on this one too, which is very light colored, but man, that's nice. The shoulder straps are really great. They're really comfortable. Nice thick foam on the back and also on the shoulder straps, and also they close with magnets. So it's always staying nice and neat. It's crazy. You get a sternum strap, you get little clips so you can put your little Peak Design camera clip on there if you like. This also acts as a luggage pass-through, so very much a travel bag if needed. Big old grab handles all around the place. Again, just loving these little colored pull tabs. I think they're so fun. There's water bottle pockets. There's also some compression straps, or you can use this as a tripod holder, in which case you would use this to sort of secure your tripod in place by just fastening that there, cinching it down, and keeping whatever's in there nice and secure. Good to see that. Elsewhere, this sort of roll top, kind of flap top hood is really cool. It's got this magnetic latch, which feels really nice, and when it's locked in, it's really secure, but then you just open it up. Then this big mouth up the top, where again, you can see it really is just built for other Peak Design stuff. Like the ecosystem that they've got here is really cool. The way that they've measured the size of their pouches against the size of their bag. I know it sounds simple, but makes a lot of sense. There are two other ways to access this bag, and they're both from the side. And that is because one of the intended uses of this bag in particular is actually as a camera bag, which means once you're inside, you get all of these little places to put your camera equipment. So lots of zippers with some little pockets on the inside there. These are great for batteries or SD cards. And then you have these foldable dividers here, which you can make into little sections that are nearly perfect sizes for all sorts of lenses or cameras and all sorts of equipment. Now, if you don't want to use it as a camera bag, you can take it out. or you can just keep one of them in, use that part as a camera area and then the rest as your everyday carry or as your one bag travel bag if you are doing some minimalist travel. So a really great option for those who are a little bit tech focused, like to keep it minimal perhaps. It's got that very Peak Design look. I feel like this is the quintessential Peak Design product. Maybe you'll disagree with me. Let me know in the comments, but I just think it looks so Peak Design. That's all I'm going to say about that. But very tough, lots of padding, so if you do have stuff in here, it's going to keep it safe. I mean, you can see that there's not much in there at the moment at all, and it's really holding its shape. So it is just like a box. But there's a lot of modularity to this, a lot of versatility, whether you're using it as a camera bag, a tech bag, or an everyday bag, it can handle it. And this kelp color looks sick. And I love these black lines here too. Sometimes black on a bag like this can take you away from it. I think it adds to it here. So should you choose Peak Design for your next trip? Well, here's how to weigh it up. Yes, if you want durable, weatherproof, sustainable gear with a lifetime warranty. And then yes, if you value a modular system that all works really well together. And then of course, yes, if you dig the aesthetic, because you've got to like the look of it. And in these new colors, I think it looks great. Now, Peak Design have been making travel gear for a while. The packing cubes are legendary and the travel backpack is universally recommended. But Peak Design are getting very serious about travel, and the release of these products in the new colors, as well as their recently released Carry-On Roller Pro, which we made a video about up here, shows just how seriously Peak Design are taking travel gear at the moment. And when Peak Design raises their own bar, well, everybody benefits. I'm really glad that Peak Design has given us these new colors. Let me know in the comments which color combo you would travel with. Would you mix it up? Would you go all one style? I want to know. I would mix it up. I like the way they all work together. I think they're very fetching. But until the next one, I'm Roland from Rushfaster, and today we answered the question, should you consider Peak Design for your next trip? I think you know the answer. Take care and I'll see you in the next one.